Hi, Hamish from the Guitar Factory School again. How are you going? I'm going to talk today about alternate picking, and we're going to do a couple of series on this because it's a rather important concept for guitar players. We're going to kick it off with a pretty basic, simple alternating picking exercise. It's a great way to develop your coordination. We could start it anywhere, but let's say fret 5. We'll do it on the G string, could be any string. Okay, so we're going to think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers on fret 5, 6, 7, 8. Now with the right hand, we're going to be thinking down, up. So I'm starting on fret 5, picking down, then I'm picking up as we go on to fret 6, then down again on fret 7, then up again on fret 8. So down, up. You'll see the pick directions there on the screen. The actual pick directions themselves are a hangover from a violin bow. That's where they come from. So the down pick is to indicate bowing downwards with the bow, and the up pick is to indicate bowing upwards with the bow. It's good to accent the first speed a bit to make that a little bit punchier. Da da do ba da da do ba da. I'm going to stick on the metronome here. I'm going to put it on 60 beats per minute. And I'm going to be thinking in terms of 16th notes, so that means that like every time you hear the click, I'm going to cram in 4 notes for each click, and the count for that is 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander, 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander, like that. 60 beats per minute is a good learned speed. It's just a way of getting comfortable when you're learning something new for the first time, particularly if you're not used to counting anything. Trying to verbalize 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4, it might be a bit strange for you. So just getting used to really syncing everything up, making sure that the 1, 2, 3, 4 is bang on with the clicks. Don't go at 120 or 160 or even faster if you're not ready for it. Just practice it slowly and build up the control first. The control is king here, okay? That's the main thing. Then the speed is a secondary, totally a secondary byproduct of that. Speed is a byproduct of practicing the right way, I think some wise man once said. Okay, you can hear the metronome clicking away there. That each click is 60 beats per minute. 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander. So here it is at 100 beats per minute now. So 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander, 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander. Here it is again at 120 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here it is at 160 beats per minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander. So it's moving along pretty quickly there. With that one basic idea that we had, I'm just simply going 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. There's all sorts of modifications we can do to it. We can take it over 2 strings, any 2 strings, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going from the G string to the B string, and that's fine. I'm just doing that for a bit. You could also jump over a string, so that gives you another kind of added dimension with your right hand till we have to negotiate a string jump. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 on the G string, alternating picking all the time. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top string. Any string, doesn't matter, any set of strings. So that's on the D string to the G string. So these are not exactly musical, but they're great little warmer-uppers, and they're really going to help you hone your skills with the alternate picking. And again, you could run through at 60 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute, 120, 160 like that, and just go through it. Okay, what's another one? We could just run up a string. So we're thinking laterally. So we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, then move it up. 1, 2, 3, 4 on fret 6, 7, 8, 9, then 1, 2, 3, 4 on 7, 8, 9, 10, etc., etc. You could also descend that way too. Work it backwards. Here's the same thing again on just going across 2 strings. Using the alternate picking. Okay, we could do the same thing jumping a string. And that's a pretty good sort of thing to do too. You could do really obvious things, and this is actually something that I think a lot of people do when they first start, and I'm suggesting don't do this. That's just going up all 6 strings. Just concentrate on one string, get the coordination down there, sync it up with your right and left hand, and then start to do 2 strings. Then do that kind of stuff. And if you're going to descend it, it's a pretty good idea to actually go back down the same way you came up. I practice with the metronome a lot, and you can gauge your progress with the metronome. What's considered fast would probably be about 160 beats per minute. Some guys go up to 200 beats per minute, which is kind of crazy, but they do that because they can, I guess. You need to establish a system where you can maybe do this regularly, maybe every day. That would be a good idea, and just build it up gradually and start at a speed where you're comfortable and you're playing it in time, then gradually build it up from there, maybe up a few notches every week, and after a while you should be pretty comfortable playing around 120, 130, 140, and if you want to go faster, that's great. But it's not about speed here so much, it's more about just getting the control and the coordination between the right and the left hand.